Alright, we're on the draw, and I think my opponent's on burn, but I think they're on the bad version of burn. And my hand is... okay, it's okay. I'm going to keep the hand, I'm going to press F8, going to take my stop off of the upkeep, and I'm going to jam this map on turn 1. Alright, what they got? Rift Bolt, alright. Drawing the second mine was not what I needed. Probably going to go Grotto Prism so I can crop rotation and cast another colored spell. Ooh. Opponent doesn't have a creature. It's good for me. We might have Lava Runner next turn, but I think we'll be fine. Well, no. If they had Lava Runner, I guess they didn't have another red spell, so... Or rather, another 1-mana spell. Another spell that you can cast for red. There we go. I figured out how to do it. No, I don't want to do this. Do they have the... Alright, I guess I'm dead to a Fire Blast. Wow, turn 3 kill from burn is pretty nice. That is unlikely. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, I've got to take out a lot of cards. None of these cards really do anything, so I might as well just put in a Moment's Peace and Dignitary in case they're on the Lava Runner build. I think they're on the Lava Runner build, given the Flame Rift. Alright. Opponent was on the play and he killed me turn 3, so I guess I could have gotten around that by playing the Cycling Land turn 1, playing an Untapped Land turn 2, and then prohibiting something, but then I would just be at 3 against burn, so I don't think that would be worth it. Sure. Hand's great. Hand's very good. I'm actually going to lead on Grotto? Yeah. I don't know which Tron land I want to play. If I draw a double of these lands, I would like to play at the double so that I don't get, so I don't expose the wrong land to a potential land destruction spell. Counter a Curse or a Marauders. Not going to do this. I guess I'll kill a Lava Runner too, but... Alright. I can't afford to Hydroblast this Rift Bolt. I will prohibit anything. I will prohibit that for sure. I just want to use my my cards. I have Tron. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to wait. Next turn, I'll probably have to Mold Drifter, but sure. If they Flame Rift, I'll counter that, but go ahead and Teachings. Go ahead and get Pulse. Alright, need a land here. That's not a good card. That's not a good card at all. I'm gonna need a colored source off of this, or I'm probably dead. That was a good colored source. I'll counter Smash of Smithereens. Unfortunately. Ah, now I don't even need to counter it because they can flicker if they have it. Or rather, if they draw it. If they had it, they would have used it. Holy crap, I am playing so badly. I should have just main phased the stupid Pulse. That could have been very bad for me. Deep breath. Gonna go ahead and play Mold Drifter. If they have Searing Blaze, I'll be able to do stuff about it. Man, I've drawn the 2 worst cards, but I also had very early Tron and enough counter spells to survive, so I suppose I'm doing fine. Not great, just fine. Go ahead and flicker the land in the Mold Drifter. Can't do anything in a turn. Just gonna prisms. Gonna play a bunch of prisms. Looking for a wall to seal the game up. I'll do it. I guess I can't do it now, so I'm just gonna play Cove and swing. Swing. I'll show a moment's peace. Bring it on. My matchup's so bad that I don't even board enough to take out all the bad cards. There's a chance I should let this resolve and then just wall back to pulse and pulse back my land. Not gonna show him copper red. But gonna try to click on it anyway. I'll get flicker and then my opponent concedes. Sure. None of these cards do anything. Like, the matchup's very bad. But they're not playing Archer or Thermo Alchemist. Bringing in Gutshot and Straight Arrows just isn't great against Lava Runner. So I might as well just keep in these two very bad cards. At least these cards make late Lava Runners bad. I'm gonna draw. I guess I'll just put in another Moment's Peace. It will do something. If I survive long enough where I'm casting a Dignitary and having it do something, then something weird happened. Sounds fine. I'm probably gonna miss my third land drop and die, but I mean, whatevs. Okay. Are we doing it? I think we're doing it, everybody at home. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm whispering, but there's a chance I'm gonna win this game. I get to just Hydroblast that immediately? Oh. No, I'm actually just gonna pass. I'll prohibit a good number of things that my opponent could play. And I would like to be able to Hydroblast a Molten Rain if that was coming. I'm definitely going to Hydroblast this Curse right now, though. And then I'm going to jam Circle Protection and hope I can ride it to victory. This is fine. Excuse me. Woohoo! Alright. If they have Molten Rain, it's going to suck. But hopefully I'll draw a land. Or at least survive long enough to draw lands. Well, they're not thinking of Fire Blasting me here. That would be insane. If my opponent revealed a hand of Fire Blast, I would, and I had Mind Slavered them, I would Fire Blast them. But still, point remains, I would like them to Fire Blast. If that's what they were thinking about. You got the Molten Rain? Then you just drew the land off the Needle Drop or your turn? Let's see. I don't take damage from it, so... Lava Runner would be actually pretty good for them, because it basically is a land destruction spell. Well, I have to prevent damage here. I don't have an option. I can't just take 4. Go to 9 against 3 cards in hand. Given my opponent did that and tapped out, I'm just going to compulsive myself. If I miss on lands, I'm going to die. I acknowledge this. But I was going to go 3 turns without playing anything anyway, so... not a huge loss. I'm going to discard Oracles. Alright, I'm dead. Kill me. Oh, my opponent has Searing Blaze in hand. Sure. That could have been worse. That could have been much worse. That could have been much worse. I'm going to go ahead and play a Prism. And then I'll gain a life if that happens. Now I'm not dead to Flame Rift or Fire Blast. Still not dead to Flame Rift or Fire Blast, so I'm just going to keep up Just drawing for more lands, more and more lands is all I'm looking for. I've even got Hydroblast to stop repeatable damage sources. Huh. Yeah, they had the Fire Blast, so I guess they drew the Molten Rain the turn they cast it, and they just ran out Fire Blast when they had a chance. Makes sense. I'm gonna, before playing my land, I'm gonna go ahead and evoke a Muldrifter. Ooh, I should have played the Mine. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad. I'm not gonna keep a creature in play, so. I think Tron helps me enough that I'm willing to do that and accept the risk if my opponent has Pyroblast plus Molten Rain. Actually, no, that doesn't work because I have 2 Hydroblasts. Alright, yeah, getting Tron's great. In turn, I'm gonna Teachings for Pulse and Pulse. And now I'll get a creature into play. I can prevent damage and counter Flaring Pain, so I think I locked up this game against my worst match. Huh. Huh. I had a very good draw, though. Ripping that Circle of Protection was... I'm just going to try to rile my opponent up. Circle of Protection is very skill testing. What am I worried about here? Flaring Pain, I will Hydroblast. Oh, no, I won't Hydroblast. I'll just let it resolve. If they play a burn spell, I'll prevent it. They'll Flaring Pain. That seems... Obviously, banning Circle of Protection red is just stupid. Like, there's counterplay. You can play Flaring Pain. The issue is Flaring Pain's pretty much only good against Circle of Protection, so... And those kind of effects. And it doesn't really do anything else. I guess it helps against Prismatic Strands, too, but... I don't know. Is my opponent gonna count time down? Seriously? They're going to burn their clock out in round 2? Shameful. Absolutely shameful. Of course, I don't know that that's what they're doing. No. Oh man, salty, salty, salty. My last challenge, I was the salty too, but I don't know. I thought I was justified at the time. I'm sure my opponent thinks they're justified too. Anyway, anyone who watched last week and is still watching, thanks. I was super salty last time. Obviously, '07 is a guy saluting, as anybody who played World of Tanks would know. Oh man. On the one hand, I could just stop the recording because I've won, but on the other hand, that would deprive all of you from watching this. And I'm sure some of you would like to watch this. Does my opponent have Lethal Burn in hand and is just like sandbagging, hoping I F6? That'd be pretty suave of my opponent. do 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 do. Alright, let's go get the report link. If your opponent ever does this, make sure you do send a report into Wizards. They actually care about stuff like this, because it's just wasting time. You can't just clock down on your opponent. I guess I'll get a Fingraph into play. I'm going to go ahead and play a Prism. And hold up 3 counters. I'm at 11, so. Where is chat with support? Need to file a reimbursement or a bug report? Close enough. Issue report form. We will report conduct. I'm Hellsaw. Opponent is Tabadonk. Game ID is 617641438. And the subject is stalling at end of match. This is stupid. My opponent plays a burn spell end of turn. I might be incentivized to just counter it. Or just let it resolve, who knows. Because they could be setting up a good Flaring Pain turn. No, I guess I'll just prevent with a Cove, and then if my opponent has Flaring Pain, I'll just counter Flaring Pain. I'll tap out, but then my opponent has 3 cards to do 11 damage. And they can't do that easily. Well, no. They could have Fire Blast, Flame Rift, and Bolt, which would kill me. No, because they have to use 2 cards to burn spell in a turn, and then Flaring Pain, so they only have 2 cards to do it. Alright, yeah. My opponent casts a burn spell in a turn, I'll just prevent with the Cove. Sorry, buddy. I got another flicker. Oh, I guess that was last game that I owned in this way. Alright. I'm gonna play a Muldrifter and then a map, assuming nothing changes. And I'm gonna play a gain land and discard some bad cards. I should probably stop F6ing. But on the other hand, I love F6ing, so... Would I have won if this was just another Hydroblast? I think I would have. Hey, they conceded. Alright, now I don't need to worry about this stupid report. Don't do what my opponent did. If you are worried about a card like Circle of Protection Red, put in Flaring Pain in your sideboard. It is stupid that I drew my one of, but it's not as if other cards would not have been equally great. I could have just played Rest for the Weary or something and gained 8 life. And then had a bunch of counterspells to back it up. It's not like my opponent didn't get the sideboard. They brought in Molten Rains and potentially Smash the Smithereens or Pyroblast if they're bad. Don't bring in Pyroblast, but they sided in cards, I sided in cards, and my cards are better. The matchup's really bad. Like, I got lucky to win this match, but it's not like I needed the Circle of Protection in Game 2. I had it. I chose not to play it, so I didn't reveal it. And maybe revealing it meant my opponent didn't bring in Flaring Pain if they had it in their board. But I had good sideboard cards and I drew them. And I managed to win my worst matchup. We're 2-0. I got to beat a salty opponent. Hopefully I'll be able to beat more salty opponents in the future.